Good morning, TVs, and welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday, and for those of you who are new, just welcome. I am Jennifer, and this is my channel. So, a lot of you guys had a lot of strong opinions on the last vlog that I posted, kind of the talking vlog about taking back my life, taking control of my life again. We're going to talk about some of those things in a little bit. This is going to be also what I eat in a day. So I want to show you, I belong to a keto Facebook group, and there is a woman on there, and I don't know her name right now. I have it written down, but I'm not going to give her name out because it's a private group. But every day she posts these amazing pictures of what she eats. It's simple food, but it's kind of like a menu of what she eats every day. And I was looking through the pictures that she posted, and I'm like, I could use these as like little menu cards of what to eat for a day. And it takes the guesswork of out of what to make, makes it kind of simple. I'm not going to do this every day, but today I'm going to use one of her menus. This was what she had yesterday or the day before, I don't know. And by the time you see this, it might be a couple days ago. I'm not really sure. But it is 11:45 a.m. and I didn't sleep very well. I haven't been sleeping well. I've been having a lot of nightmares, just insomnia. I'm not able to sleep, probably because of the stress, stuff going on in my life. So fitting 3 meals in today is going to be hard. I'll probably do 2 meals, and then the third meal I'll scale it down a little bit and have a snack instead of an actual meal. So that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to make my breakfast, and then we'll chat for a little bit while I eat because I am starving. And because it is 11:46 a.m. And so this is the picture. She makes these pictures look. She uses collage to put them together, and she makes amazing pictures. Like I said, this is not my picture. I don't know if you can see that because of the glare. So she puts the day, her keto day, and then she takes pictures of what she eats, and then she lists what she eats. Amazing idea. I may try to start doing something like that, make a new Instagram for that. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Can't promise anything at the moment. But this is what I'm going to have for breakfast. She had ham, egg, and cheese omelet. I don't have any ham, but I think I have sausage crumbles, and if I don't have sausage crumbles, I definitely have sausage. So I'm going to have sausage, egg, and cheese omelet. And then she also had raspberries and cream. I don't have any raspberries, so I'm going to have blueberries, and I don't have cream, so I'm going to have some 2 kind Greek yogurt and switch it up with yogurt and berries and an omelet. And then I will be back with you after I make it. Maybe I'll insert a few clips of me making it, and then we'll chat while I eat my breakfast, or I guess my lunch by now, or my first meal of the day. I'll be right back. Alright, so this is what I have so far. I have my sausage crumbles. This is turkey sausage crumbles, or Jimmy Dean's. They do have 3 grams of carbs. I didn't realize that, but that's what I have for right now, so I'm going to go ahead and use it, and then when I purchase more, I'll definitely get the ones that are lower in carbs, or no carbs, preferably. So there you go. I put a tablespoon of butter in the pan to add some healthy fats. I don't know if butter is actually healthy fat, but add some fats to my breakfast. So I have the sausage crumbles in there. Turkey sausage. I don't know if I said that. I'm going to add my egg, and then I will be back. Alright, I put my eggs in. That's 3 eggs that I beat up, and hopefully my omelet's going to turn out well. I don't know. Can't promise. Gonna try. And then I have some cheese to put in with it. I don't even have a serving of cheese left, so it's just going to be a tiny bit of the sharp cheddar shredded. I need to get some more. But that's going to go on there after I get it done. So wish me luck, and we'll see how it turns out. There's the update on my omelet. I haven't folded it in half yet, but I did flip it and it did stay together, so I'm kind of hopeful. I'm going to go ahead and put the cheese in the middle there and then flip it in half and then plate it up, and then I'll be back to chat with you guys and eat my first meal of the day. Alright, so my first meal of the day is made. It definitely does not look as pretty and neat as the woman's that I'm copying her menu, but looks pretty good. I have my 3-egg omelet. I didn't have enough of the shredded cheddar cheese, so I went ahead and put a slice of American cheese in my omelet, and there is 1 serving of turkey sausage crumbles, 3 eggs, and then the slice of American cheese, and there was just a tiny bit of cheddar. There wasn't even a half, probably a quarter of a serving, which is not even 1/8 of a cup. So that's that. I'm going to add some of the G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce to that. And then I'm also going to have my yogurt. It's Too Good yogurt, the lower carb. It's plain Greek yogurt. And then I put a handful of berries, blueberries on top, and then I put a squirt of sugar-free pancake syrup on top of it to give it a little bit of sweetness. So that's what I'm going to be eating. I'm probably going to, I don't know what this is. I just noticed that. I probably itched my face, I'm sure. And that's probably what that is. I'm going to eat my omelet with you guys and chat with you. And then I'm going to eat my yogurt while I do some other stuff. Alright, let me take my first bite and then we can get to chatting. Oh, I'll also have ice water to drink. First bite. Very good. Okay, so update on my last video, my last talking video about taking back my life. At that time I was really confused about everything. A lot of people had a lot of strong opinions on my video. They thought that it was staged with what I was recording. It wasn't staged, it was actually happening in the moment. And they questioned why. People questioned why I was recording. I was recording because I had every intention of putting it on YouTube. It wasn't in the heat of the moment. This was something that was talked out. It wasn't like we were in the throes of fighting. He had even asked me when I was filming the second clip, the second opening clip, when we were outside at night, he asked me why I had my camera out, and I said I was because I was going to put it on YouTube. And he was, well, I mean, he did push it down because he was like, he didn't think he wanted it on YouTube at first. But then after we had discussed the video, he watched the video in its entirety before I published it. I always upload my videos and set them to private before I make them public, because if he is involved in the video or if there's anything that involves our life together, I always run it by him, and he watches it first to make sure it's something that he approves of. And if there's something that he doesn't like, we talk about it, and if it needs to be taken out, it's edited out, or we discuss the pros and cons of leaving it in. It's not just my decision if he is in it. So that's the reason why the video I videoed. I had every intention of putting it on YouTube. There was no secretive, anything done secretive, and he was okay with that afterwards, and it was not staged. So the second thing people had a big issue with is me kicking him out. I had comments literally on both sides, and they ranged from legally I can't do that to he was never on the lease, so he has no right to be here, and everything in between. First of all, he is on the lease. I'm not stupid enough to do something that would violate my lease and then put it all over the internet for people to see, knowing that I could get in trouble for it. He is here legally. After 2 weeks of being here, he was added to my lease because I went through all this back when he very first got here, so I don't even know why we're addressing this now, but I guess we can address it again. You're allowed to have somebody stay with you for 2 weeks, for 14 days actually, and then that's it in a calendar year. So after, when I knew that he was going to be staying, it was actually after the first week, we started the ball rolling in having him stay here. He had to do everything I had to do to be on the lease. He had to have a background check, income verification, all that kind of stuff, and he was added to my lease. So that isn't, has never been in question. I mean, I don't know why people continue to question it, thinking that I'm going to show him living in my apartment and knowing that it's a lease violation if he's not legally allowed to be here. I'm not that stupid. I may not be the smartest person in the world or the brightest bulb in the drawer, but I'm not that stupid. Second of all, people were really concerned, and especially there was one person who was very adamant that legally I had no right to throw him out. This has nothing to do with legal matters. We all know that he is on the lease and he has every right to be here as much as I do because his name is on the lease as well. This was something that was out of respect. Him and I discussed this before he came here, and he knew he was to stay sober before he came. And if not, he would be asked to leave. And then people were also upset because I don't hold myself to the same standards as I think I should hold him to, about me not binging if he's not able to drink. And that's kind of true. If he would have made that stipulation with me, I would totally understand it. I would have to follow through, because if not, then he would leave. I mean, he's obviously not going to kick me out of my own apartment, but he would, if that was something that we discussed and we agreed on that he would leave if I didn't, then I would have no reason to be upset because I obviously have not been doing well. That was not a stipulation. He didn't ask anything of me when he came here, but I did ask that he was sober when he came here, or at least tried to be sober. And he has done very well since he's been here. He has done better since he's been here, and he has in many, many years. It's a process. Neither one of us are going to stop seeking treatment or seeking help to get better. It's just the point of if we want to move forward together in our relationship, I need more barbecue sauce. If we want to move forward and have a healthy relationship, we have to get healthy, each one of us. And I know that it's probably not a good idea for two addicts to live together, especially when they're still in the throes of using. I get that. I know a lot of people have said it, and I have never denied that anybody was right. That's just not what we chose to do. And I don't know what the future holds. Right now, he is in detox. He's over an hour away, and I do miss him a lot. People were wondering why I wasn't upset when he left. I knew when he left it wasn't going to be forever. I knew that he wasn't walking out of my life and never coming back. That's not what I was trying to portray. I was trying to portray the fact that he needed to go. He needed to go wherever he needed to go. Like I've said before, I've often said that I'm not forcing him to be sober. If he chooses to drink, that's his choice. He's an adult. But I just don't want that in my apartment, in our apartment. I don't want that for our relationship. And I'm sure he has been honest with me. He wants me well. He wants me healthy. It has nothing to do with a weight. He doesn't care what weight I am. He just wants me healthy. So like I said, I knew that he wasn't like walking out of my life forever. I truly believe that he will be in my life forever, for the rest of my life, in some shape or form. We both believe that God brought us together for a reason, and that purpose, I don't know fully what that purpose is, but I believe it's to help each other and to be there for each other, because he has been, even though we have a lot of problems, we have a lot of love, and he brings me a lot of comfort. And I gotta eat because I'm starving. So no, I wasn't crying and upset when he walked away, because I knew that that was not going to be, I knew he wasn't walking out of my life forever. That's not what I was trying to portray at all. Yeah, we're a big old train wreck. It is a train wreck, and we're working on getting it put back together. A lot of people keep asking me about going to an inpatient program. As far as I know, the last time I had asked about an inpatient program for an eating disorder, for my eating disorder, there's none locally. I don't know. I'm sure that there is some way that something could be arranged that I could go to somewhere. I don't know how that would work with my insurance. I don't know if it covers that. I have no idea. But I know locally there's no inpatient eating disorder place that I can go to. I do seek therapy for my emotional issues, off and on. I haven't been faithfully going to therapy. I should, and I know that. And I have started back to OA meetings. I'm going to go to an Al-Anon meeting, and I am going to work on myself. That's the whole purpose of this. Letting him do what he needs to do to work on himself, and I am here working on myself. I do have a therapy appointment coming up. I've had a couple, and I do them on the phone through a service called Teledoctor, or I think it's called Teledoc, and where the therapist calls you and you do it on the phone. I find that it's very helpful, and she is very insightful. She has given me a lot of good advice. The problem is with any kind of therapy, if you're not willing to take that advice and make it work for you, it doesn't matter what anybody tells you, it's not going to work. So I have to be willing to accept that help. And there are times when I'm not willing. I'm becoming more willing than not, and I am feeling more positive about moving forward with the future. I'm trying to think what else. So a lot of people thought that I was a hypocrite for kicking him out, that I should hold myself to the same standards, and you're right, I should. And we will discuss that when the time comes, when the time is right. Hopefully I'm going to be able to FaceTime with him later on today, and I can insert a clip somewhere in here of him talking about how he feels. And it's not going to be very long, because obviously he's in detox and he can't just sit on the phone all day. Hi.
Hi.
So people think that you're actually here and that I staged that whole little intro on my video.
Yep. Not unless this is a new addition to our apartment.
It would be nice to have an addition.
Or I'm over at a friend's house. Over at a drinking buddy.
Ah, funny.
Oh, here's some proof. Do not take blanket or pillow from an empty bed. If you would like an extra, please ask a staff member. There. Actually, see, I typed it up on our computer from the other room, and I printed it out in the office, which is this room right here. So, anyways,
So you did have, well, first, how are you doing?
I guess I'm alright considering. Just trying to wrap my mind around around more positive, goal-oriented future, hope, faith, and love type of stuff, rather than just
Faith, like a
depressing, anxious moment of boredom and anxiety.
faith, as it
I guess I'm
says.
alright.
Faith,
How are
as
you
it
doing,
says
sweetie?
on my phone. Faith.
Huh?
Faith, like it says on the phone.
Exactly. Yes.
You look good. You look healthier.
No. Okay.
Well, you do.
Well, thanks.
You don't look as you don't have bags under your eyes.
Yeah.
And people were also saying that I was too calm to be kicking you out. That I acted too calm. That I wasn't crying because you were leaving.
Too calm for what?
Because I was not crying because you were leaving.
Yeah. No. That comes later.
Yeah, that came later. But
No,
what I explained earlier in the video that I'm making now is that I wasn't kicking you out forever. It wasn't like that was the end of us.
right. I mean, the whole point is that you and I had an agreement that if we were to start a life together and I was going to come up here, then I would have to be sober.
Right.
So that was the premise upon which we, that's one of the basic agreements that you and I have made. So, no, you're not being a meanie, just following through on your word.
But I am kind of being a hypocrite, and I do. Somebody made a comment yesterday and last night, and it made me think that I don't expect the same from myself. Like, why should I expect you to remain on the wagon and sober if I'm not doing well myself?
Right. I mean, that's it's a viable
And I agree with that.
concern.
I agree with that. And I think that's something we should talk about when you come home.
Yes. The whole point is that both yours and I's staying gets in the way of our vision of what our future should look like. So, yeah.
Right. And if we can't be healthy separately, we can't be healthy together. My ear itches. You're pacing.
Yes, I usually do pace when I talk on the phone.
All right, I'll stop putting you on the spot because I'm sure I'm going to get criticism for this too, because you're in a weakened state and you're very vulnerable, and I am putting you on the spot and using you, and so.
Well, I mean, some of these things should be cleared up now. Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot, sure. Yeah, you're always on the spot when you're on camera. But,
Yeah.
it's a big deal. I put myself out there, so, I think people need to know both sides. And Jennifer is being fair.
I'm not always
No
fair.
problem with her following through with her word. So,
But
things all good.
yeah, but I think we should have come up with something different. That, I mean, this is your home too, so I shouldn't be kicking you out of your home every time you mess up. You're not kicking me out of the house when I eat a pizza, so right? Mm-hmm.
I see like literally, guys, I'll see a billboard advertisement for Budweiser beer. I'm out. But yeah, it's all good.
All right, say goodbye, and then you'll make a video when you get back or when you're in a better place, you'll make a video of your own.
Yep, sounds good. All right, I'll see you guys sooner than later.
Say bye.
All right, adios. Love you, sweetie.
Love you. But he is able to call. I have talked to him a few times. He is doing fairly well. The last time he was in detox, he didn't do well. He was very agitated and depressed. He does seem more upbeat and more relaxed this time, and more hopeful and positive, which is wonderful, and I'm very happy about that. It's very encouraging, and I'm very hopeful for our future. Like I had mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned this in my other video or not, we already planned on where we're going to be moving to by fall, and he has a job lined up. The only thing we need is a place to live, and we will find that eventually. That is, if we can stay on track with our addictions. If we can't, then obviously we won't be moving. But that is our goal and our plan and what we're trying to work towards. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Also, in my last video, there were some very upset people in that video, in that comment section. A few people were very upset that I said I was starving, and that how could a morbidly obese person say that they're starving. I think we all know. I don't know why I address these things. I guess because I like to ramble, so I do. I think we all know that I'm not starving to death. Fortunately, as United States citizens, most of us have never had to face actual starvation. I know that there are a lot of people that do. I know that there is a lot of hungry children, hungry people in the world and in our country, in my state even. And I think we all know that when I say I'm starving, that's not a literal sense, and that's not putting anybody else, it's not a pun or a kick at anybody else at all. I think most of us know that. It's just a term. Although, even though you are morbidly obese, it doesn't mean you're not hungry and you don't get hungry and that you don't need to eat. Everybody needs to eat. It's some time or another. No matter what it is, you need to fuel your body with something. So, I don't know why I even address that, just because I'm rambling at this point, and I like to ramble. I haven't been as productive over the past couple of days as I wanted to since I had filmed the last video. In that video, I was like all on fire of waking up the next morning and getting stuff done. I think that the letdown of everything, the emotional letdown, I needed some time to just regroup. I did do things. I got dishes done and cat litter changed and things straightened up, and it does look a lot better in here. I still need to vacuum and clean the bathroom, scrub the floor, those types of things, but I feel a lot better emotionally. I just wish I could sleep better, because not sleeping is draining. That's the whole point. That's what I'm dealing with right now. Alright, I'm not sure where I ended that clip, because I got a phone call and I went ahead and finished eating my omelet while I was on the phone. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I don't think I'm going to eat my berries and yogurt. I'm pretty full from the omelet. I'll probably have this afternoon. I will show you when I eat it and what time I eat it. I'll let you know, and I'll be back in a little while and maybe chat some more if I have something else to say, or I'll definitely show you what else I eat for the rest of the day. And that's it for right now. I'll be back soon. 4:45 p.m. and I'm just now getting a little bit hungry. That omelet kept me satisfied all day, or all morning, all afternoon. Of course, that's typically not, sometimes I'm hungrier than others. Today just happens to be a day that I'm not quite as hungry as other days. So I'm just now going to eat my yogurt that I had made from breakfast, which is the Too Good plain Greek yogurt, and then a handful of blueberries, and then I put a squeeze of sugar-free pancake syrup in there to give it a little bit of sweetness. I'm also going to have a string cheese, and then that will be my snacky lunch. I guess I really didn't follow that lady's menu after all, because I'm not having what she had for lunch, but I did take her suggestion for breakfast, and I'm kind of going to take her suggestion for dinner. It helped guide me, let's put it that way. So it was very helpful to me. So I'll be back at dinner time, and you can see what my dinner will consist of later tonight. Alright, it's 9:38 and time totally got away from me. I fell asleep not long after I had my second food, the yogurt and the string cheese. I was exhausted from not sleeping the night before, and I zoned out. Which is probably not going to be good because I'm probably not going to sleep tonight. At any rate, this is what I'm going to throw together for dinner. It's the grilled and glazed chicken breast fillets from Kroger. They're pre-cooked or fully cooked. All you do is throw them in the microwave. 120 calories each and 3 grams of carbs each. And there it is on the plate. I'm going to have 2 of them. And then I'm also going to have the mashed cauliflower. There's 6 total carbs per serving, but 3 net carbs. The mashed cauliflower. And I might have some broccoli if I can find it in the freezer, or some green beans or something else with it. I'll show you once I get everything plated up, and I will end the video here in a few minutes. Alright, so I've pulled my dinner together. Here are my 2 chicken breasts out of the microwave. And my mashed cauliflower. I added some butter, salt and pepper. And I'm also going to have a big old thing of raspberry lemonade. It's the Mio flavored. I made up a 2-quart pitcher. It's in my fridge, so I just poured a big old mason jug of it. So this will be what I'm having to eat for dinner, and then I am going to go to bed. Try to go to bed. I'm exhausted. Today wasn't very productive again, but it was on point with food. Let me flip it around and I'll talk to you. There's my bed head. That's the side of my face I sleep on. You can see my eyebrows gone. So, like I said, today, oh, the camera's over here. Today wasn't the most productive day. Good food-wise, a good food day. Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. I'm going to be recording again tomorrow, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. You can look for a weekend edition posted on Monday. This will go up on Saturday, and then the weekend edition on Monday. I do have an Ipsy haul to share with you guys, hopefully on Sunday. And then we'll get back to it. Weigh in Wednesday again next week to see how I did this week. Really encouraged by Jean sounding so much better, and it's encouraging. I'm hoping for the best for both of us. So I will talk to you guys again soon, and I'm going to take my messy self and go to bed after I eat. Remember, be the love, be the light, and do good things. Bye, everyone.